Welcome to the Minutes of Adventure podcast. I'm Abby.
Lee.
Shut up, shut up. And today we're going to be talking about
Wait, I forgot to say my name. I'm I'm Ahan. Hi.
Han Solo.
Ahan Solo. Yes, Ahan. That is perfect. I'm going with that. Okay.
No, I'm not going to call you a Han Solo the
You
whole
should.
podcast.
You
I'm not going to
should.
do that.
You should. That's my
Okay,
new
so
podcast.
our topic today is about a certain possible leak. So recently, something's
Probably
been
not.
leaked.
Probably not.
Probably not.
But
But let me go ahead and go through this really quick. So I'm reading this article right now, and it mentions that a Twitter page titled "The Russo Brothers" released two pictures. We don't know exactly what these two pictures are, but a lot of people think it's Spider-Man because of the red and black color scheme. Now we don't know if the things are actually true, because this isn't the Russo brothers' official Twitter page. It seems to be kind of a throwaway Twitter page that a lot of movie directors have to throw people off the loop, prevent spoilers. I don't know how it prevents spoilers, but it's definitely something that people do. And the interesting thing about, and we don't know exactly how reliable this is, but there are two big names that are kind of following this Twitter account. That kind of legitimizes it for some people. We have the I'm trying to get the names out because you know.
you talk
All right, so we have Ryan Stankovic, who's
His name-
responsible
His
for
name is
casting,
Stankovic.
who is responsible for casting on a lot of Marvel movies. And cool, the article just loaded up an ad for Words with Friends. So
Let's hold on.
God, and the other
Bear
one,
with
I don't
us.
remember the name, but it's the Disney Vice President of Global Marketing. Don't remember the name, but it's there. And those two people following it. Those are pretty big, pretty important people for.
Yeah.
So that kind of makes it a little bit official to people, but we're still not sure. My money's on it's fake, but we're gonna talk about it anyways and
The
use it
amount
as
of
a segue.
exposition in this podcast is
There
just
is, there is.
phenomenal.
So two pictures coming up. Han, what do you think these two pictures are? Let's start
All
with
right.
the camera thing.
All right, hold on. Let me pull them up. Okay, yeah. So the one looks like, okay. So I had a lot of people are saying that it's a camera lens, but I mean, it looks like a weird ass camera lens. Um, Another idea that I had would be, could it be like the eye lens of Spider-Man's costume, but it's kind of squinty and doesn't look like it.
hmm
I had, I have no idea what it is. I'm
Here's
just down the camera lens.
Here's what I think. I think it
And-
is camera lens, except since this is his, if these are pictures are true, these would be his Civil War appearance, not necessarily the Spider-Man suit that he's going to be wearing in the movies. So my guess is that this is his first Spider-Man suit, and where he uses, so Peter Parker's a photographer. He uses some of this camera lens technology as the eyepiece for maybe goggles that he wears on his suit.
Mm,
It's
I mean,
unlikely, I know.
would-
It's very
that-
different and very like untraditional, but
Yeah,
it could be something.
because I'm sure Kevin Feige said it's gonna be the costume is gonna look like something that a kid put together,
Yeah.
but at the same time it's gonna be classic Spider-Man.
Mhm.
So
But
I'm
I
just
think he
gonna-
was talking about the movie more instead of Civil War. Because Civil War, I'd imagine, takes place very, very early into his career.
I still doubt that they're gonna use a different costume.
I think they will.
Because
I
if
know
they
we
were
know that
gonna-
they're not gonna get a Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, that high that like how
Oh.
could they have ever made that kind of suit? It just doesn't make sense. So
But
I'm
I just
thinking
gotta
it's
say,
a bit
Amazing
outlandish
Spider-Man
though.
2, Amazing
bit out-
Spider-Man 2, that was a terrible movie.
I like
but
the suit. I
the
did
suit-
like the suit in
The
that.
suit was delicious.
I like the suit in all the Spider-Man movies though, so it's kind of
I didn't like the suit in the first Amazing Spider-Man. That suit was
I don't remember the
atrocious.
suit.
No, it was
I-
the one with the small, tiny yellow eyes.
Ah,
and,
yep.
Like the blue
yep,
fingers, and it was disgusting.
And then okay,
You could
so
barely see the webs, and
camera
he
lens.
never
I
put
still
his mask
think like
on.
for even if those are camera lens and those are the
Stop
eyepieces.
talking over me.
Shut up.
Don't
It's-
say excuse me. Manners.
Excuse me.
Okay, go on.
Even if it wears the eyepieces, at the same time, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, how is that practical in any way to have like a camera lens as your goggles.
So you can take pictures.
Um,
But I mean, I don't, I don't see how he could because have you looked through a camera lens
yeah, yeah,
without
it
the
doesn't
actual
work. Like that's
camera?
not how camera work. And if that is how it works, then they're kind of not selling me on this whole Peter. A 15-year-old made this suit.
Well, I mean, a 15-year-old made web shooters.
Yeah,
That's
they're
pretty.
gonna. Yep, good point.
I
Good
mean,
point.
why wouldn't he be able to make a camera lens mask? I still doubt that this
I
isn't
don't
any
know.
how they're going. And
Yeah.
furthermore, what bugs me is it's a red and black color scheme, not a red and blue color scheme.
I'm
The
actually looking
texture
something up right
is
now,
right, but
but in a few stories, a lot of the time. Hold on. Before I get to that, actually, you can go ahead because I'm trying to look it up right now. Um, you can go and talk about like what would you want to see in a new Spider-Man suit? Well, like yeah, just a new Spider-Man suit.
all right. I just straight up the Amazing Spider-Man 2 suit. Just use that. That is an amazing suit.
They're probably not going to do
Uh,
that because they want to
they're probably
distinguish
not.
Tom Holland from
Yes.
Garfield.
I don't know how they're gonna make a classic Spidey, but at the same time make you look like a teenager put it together, because it just if they go too much in like a homemade kind of area, it's gonna look like a really crappy cosplay, and no one likes crappy cosplays.
Now, Spider-Man does have a and I'm looking at a Wikia right now. He does have something called the stealth. He has a stealth costume,
Yeah.
which has a color scheme more
Well,
like
The
more of a
stealth
black.
scheme, the stealth costume, if we're talking about the same one, it's black with these kind of
With
green or
glowing red.
blue or
It's glowing red,
yeah.
and then it's glowing.
Sometimes it
so.
glows red, like for sonar it glows
I
red.
think this
For
suit
some
for
other
Civil
shit it
War,
glows
if it's
blue.
black and red, that's I mean like that doesn't bug me as much. In the movie, I'm sure that they're gonna keep it more traditional, but in Civil War, they probably really want to push that he's starting his career, and yeah, they really want to push that. Peter Parker has not been Spider-Man for very long. He has been Spider-Man, but not for very long.
I mean,
so he has a very
so
early
no,
phase
Kevin
suit.
Feige released a statement that said that in Avengers: Age of Ultron, that there is a Spider-Man running around in
Yeah.
a homemade suit, and Marvel movies usually take place in real time, so um, Civil War comes out what next year?
Yeah.
2016. Yeah, so that's 2 years. He's been Spidey for 2 years almost.
Okay. So, as for like new Spider-Man designs, would you ever like them to do like the black and red scheme? I mean, they like primarily black and red, primary black with some red.
Mm, okay, do you like give me a specific costume
Miles Morales.
reference?
Let's go Miles Morales.
I would like
Kind
Miles
of like
Morales.
that.
Yeah, that'd be that. I
Like
love
if
Miles
Peter Parker
Morales'
had the
suit.
Miles Morales costume.
I wouldn't really mind.
I feel like Miles Morales is like too outlandish for Marvel to be worrying about right now. Like I don't think that they're considering
Outlandish
Miles
as
Morales
in
their con-
um
outlandish as in it's too comic booky. I mean like
too
oh Spider
comic book.
I mean like Spider-Man's dead. Spider-Man's never going to die in the movies.
I mean, he could.
I mean for a little
could
while
now.
they might kill him, but it's just Miles Morales is probably something that they're not really thinking about right now.
Or they could do what Marvel Comics just did. They're gonna bring Peter Parker and Miles Morales in the same universe, where Peter Parker never died, and Miles Morales is still Spider-Man.
That's going to
I don't know how
confuse the
they're-
hell out
don't
of
know.
casuals cuz they also have to consider the casuals too. They can't just have these outlet like
Fuck
these
the casuals.
big plots and then casuals are gonna get confused. They're gonna get confused. Like why? Like well, this Spider-Man's there, then who's actually the Spider-Man? Like, but they're both Spider-Man. There can't be two Spider-Mans.
Spider,
So, I mean, there can be two
Spider
Spider-Man.
Man and Spider Lad, the Spider Wonder.
Spider. So if we're gonna go, this also gives
What I
another pretty
wouldn't mind
confusing question.
is, I wouldn't mind. As for a black and red color scheme, I wouldn't mind a superior Spider-Man look.
Yeah,
That
that would
was,
look very good actually.
and they could incorporate from the Civil War storyline. He had those uh, spider leg things coming out of his back,
Hmm.
and the Superior Spider-Man has that too. They could incorporate that,
Now here's the.
and I would love that.
Do you think they're gonna put? Do you think just like the '90s? Do you think they're gonna put webs on Spider-Man's around his
Armpits.
pits like wings?
I'd like that. I'd love that.
I hate that design so much.
That would be
I
phenomenal.
hate
And that
with
wasn't the
those web
90s.
designs.
That was back in the 60s
I
when
know, but it was
Spidey
in the
first came out.
'90s animated show. Or it was in one of the animated shows. It was
Oh, that wasn't the 90s. That was late 2000s, I
no,
think.
they made a
Spectacular
spider.
Spider-Man.
Well, wait, what?
That was in Spectacular Spider-Man.
No,
You
it
know,
was in something else. Hold on.
Spectacular.
They made a Spider-Man
What I'm
show
talking
that
about.
took place in another. Hold on, let me look this up real quick.
Oh,
Spider-Man.
wait.
It was like
Are
late
you talking about
'90s.
Spider-Man Unlimited,
Isn't that
where
the
he has
new show?
where he has a web cape?
Wait, Spider-Man Unlimited. I think so. Oh yeah, actually, you know what? It was Spider-Man Unlimited. Yep.
I know it.
I hate that show.
I'm so good with my Spider-Man
I hate
references.
that show.
Casuals have nothing on me.
I hate that show.
I think everyone hated that show. That was a bad TV show.
Batman Beyond. Who needs that?
Just use Spider-Man Unlimited.
So do you think, and this is, I think, the most, do you think Sony's gonna try doing their own Spider-Verse thing?
I mean, that's a tough question. That would be a good idea, but like you said earlier, it would confuse the shit out of casuals.
I think this whole, like, they're sharing his rights are gonna confuse people. Because, I mean, Sony, even though, like, Marvel's supervising Sony's, Spider-Man movies for now, they're still gonna make movies of their own. They're not gonna limit themselves to just Marvel's agreements. They're gonna want to branch Spider-Man out, and I didn't really like the direction that Sony was heading for Spider-Man. So I'm kind of glad that that whole thing got canned. Anyway, so any final thoughts before this thing? Yeah, this thing's already ahead of time. So
Okay.
final
Um,
thoughts. These costumes are probably not real.
Yeah. No, this leakage is not real at
I
all.
think even though Feige said, "Oh, we're branching away from the typical," I don't think he's being this drastic.
Yeah.
So, yep.
It's still classic Spidey.
All right, so that's the Minutes of Adventure podcast. If you liked it,
Theme
like,
song?
comment, and subscribe.
Theme
And
song.
we'll see you in the next podcast. Bye.
Minutes of Adventure. No.
Minutes of
No.
Adventure.
Minutes of Adventure.
Should I get our theme song out?
Yes, you should.
Oh, absolutely, we should. Hold on. This is actually going way over time. I don't think I have time for the theme song.
Oh, crap. I hate you.
Yeah. All right, bye.
Okay. Bye.